few awards that invite intrigue in such a way, grab global headlines in such a manner. And this year, the spotlight seems to have wandered from the award to one figure. No points for guessing. We're talking about the Nobel Peace Prize and US President Donald Trump. The self-styled peace president has been presenting himself as a global peacemaker-in-chief and highlighting his role in brokering peace agreements. From Israel and Hamas to a few others, more debatable as well, and hinting that perhaps the Nobel Peace Prize belongs to him. But just because he wants it does not mean that the Norwegian Nobel Committee will be handing him that award this Friday. Not because of politics. The committee is independent, of course, and bound by Alfred Nobel's will, which calls for honoring those who advance peace, disarmament, and international cooperation. And while Trump has certainly made headlines, his record suggests a more complicated story. Let's start off with international cooperation here. Remember, this is the same leader who has leaned sharply isolationist as far as American foreign policy goes, exiting the WHO, the Paris Climate Accord, international tax agreements, multilateral engagement. Not exactly the aim here, it seems. And then there are the cuts that his administration has made to US foreign aid. What about that as well? The American aid cuts reportedly have jeopardized famine relief in Sudan, vaccination campaigns across sub-Saharan Africa. With research warning of millions of potential deaths, hardly the fraternity between nations that Nobel envisioned, it seems. And then there is the question of disarmament. What about traditional arms control? Treaties with Russia dating back to the Cold War, they have been terminated. Peace through gradual armament reduction, what about that? Not even on the Trump agenda, it seems. Now, to be fair, there are, of course, steps that he has taken in the right direction, absolutely. The Gaza peace plan, for example, the ceasefires, he was able to get Netanyahu on board with a signal towards some visible progress. But it also leaves Palestinians out of the negotiations in a way and does not fully tackle the root cause of the problem. Meanwhile, the Ukraine war continues. During his election campaign, remember, he had promised to end that war in 24 hours of taking office. Well, it's been 9 months since he took charge and the war is showing no signs of slowing down. He did get both sides talking, but efforts seem to have fizzled out. And that's not all. Let's look at Trump's measures within America. He has deployed the National Guard, citing lawlessness in several parts, turning American cities into battlefields in a way, despite state protests. And let's not forget the harsh and brutal crackdown on immigrants across America. Also, while Trump continues to push for Nobel glory, the quieter heroes who are working tirelessly for peace, exactly the kind that Nobel envisioned, it seems, are being forgotten. Take Sudan's emergency response rooms, for example. Grassroots networks that sprang up as war erupted in April 2023. With famine spreading, millions displaced, ordinary Sudanese volunteers, teachers, engineers, students organized schools, soup kitchens, pharmacies, medical clinics, and even restored downed power lines. Hyperlocal and selfless, these networks are saving lives amid that chaos and are building the foundations for peace from the ground up. Surely these are the kind of efforts that also deserve recognition. Unlike the lobby-driven campaigns for celebrity candidates in a way and the high-profile candidates out there, these are genuine acts of humanity under the most difficult conditions imaginable. So the question still is, will Donald Trump get the Peace Prize, and does he deserve it? This year, the spotlight belongs to the unsung heroes across the world. Ordinary citizens doing extraordinary work to keep the hope alive, even as the world watches the chaos unfold. Will Donald Trump get the award remains to be seen. We will know in a few hours.